It's pulling me underwater! It's pulling me underwater!
Hey everyone, this is the Movie Maniac. Thank you for watching, and today we are talking about a movie I've been looking forward to, Underwater. A crew of aquatic researchers work to get to safety after an earthquake devastates their subterranean laboratory, but the crew has more than the ocean seabed to fear. So I'm about to tell you something that I mentioned previously in the trailer review I did for this film, and that is we haven't had a movie of this type really since Leviathan from the late 80s. So the fact that we're getting a movie like this with a budget and a wide release, anticipating it to make a lot of money, though I don't think it will, but the studio certainly want it to, I'm on board. Like, this is for me, and I know some of you out there, it's going to be for you as well. So, yes, I'm excited. We're going to jump headfirst into this Underwater review. Straight from the opening credits, I'm hooked. It just sets the tone. It has a very eerie, but also familiar vibe to it. It was in this moment I actually looked over and turned to my girlfriend and I jokingly kind of said, I love this already. It just really does start things off on the right note. And this movie wastes zero time. From the moment those lights dim in your theater and this thing starts, it's completely on the way. I mean, there's almost no plot buildup whatsoever. It just starts right off the bat. I'm going to give props to Kristen Stewart because she gets panned for just kind of not really giving a performance and just kind of walking through the scenery. There is some range here. She's putting in the effort. This is a real performance, and I'm going to give props to that. And I'll just tell you, this is a much better movie than Charlie's Angels, which you probably already forgot about. The woke 2019 Charlie's Angels movie. I'm fine, really. What's great about this is the threat of being underwater under the wrong conditions is just as threatening as the creature feature aspect of this as well. So their characters are getting hit from two different sides, really upping the threat that they have to face. This is an extremely derivative film. But you know what? That's okay, because if you're buying a ticket to see Underwater, I bet 9 out of 10 people doing so already know what they're getting into. How many times have I said on this channel that the Star Wars Cinematic Universe and the Alien Cinematic Universe are my two favorite ones? So if you're going to make a movie that's an Alien ripoff, I'm probably going to be there. One thing that you're not going to be able to predict is the ending of this movie, which I'm not going to give away, but I have a theory that this is not the original intended ending in the script. I think that we have two cuts of this movie, and the one in theaters is one of them. I think we're going to get a director's cut on Blu-ray when it comes out, and it's going to look totally different, and it's probably going to make a little bit more sense. That would probably be my biggest complaint here, is the ending, and I mean the tail ending, feels a little rushed. Here's something you need to understand. I wouldn't fault anybody for giving this a 6.5. At the end of the day, it's not worth arguing whether or not this movie is average, above average. But for me, given that this is an alien underwater flick, I'd say it checks off all the right boxes. With that being said, guys, I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10. It's pretty impressive that this is a PG-13 movie. It's pretty cool that it's only an hour and a half long. I think it's great that it takes itself seriously. The only comedic relief here is with one character. He's put in the movie for that reason. But, you know, this is one of those pictures that you could almost call a horror popcorn flick. I'm okay with that. I think this is a perfectly enjoyable movie. If you consider yourself a member of the horror community, I think you're going to like this one, and I predict it'll end up in your Blu-ray collection because you're probably looking for more of these types of films. When you're going back and watching those old B-movie Roger Corman flicks, and you're revisiting all the other alien ripoffs that are out there, and you've watched Leviathan for the 10th time, you're going to want something like Underwater, something a little bit more modern, something recent, something that we haven't had yet. And again, even though it's derivative, it's still new, it's still fresh, it's a newer take on this, and this is going to be up your alley. Now, that doesn't sound appealing to you. If you're kind of, I don't know, it just doesn't register with me. Sounds sort of interesting in the way the Maniac's talking about it, but it's probably just not my cup of tea. Well, then probably wait for the home video release, or just skip it altogether. But for the rest of you, and folks like myself, and those of you watching that are like me, go to the theaters for this one, because I don't think you're going to be disappointed. It's an intense movie. Alright, to those returning subscribers and new subscribers, you know what to do. Smash that notification bell, like, comment, and subscribe so you can stay inside the mind of a movie maniac.